All right, we are joined here by the Johns Hopkins University Blue Jays on an awesome match and a 3-0 victory over the Emory University Eagles. Right now we have with us head coach Matt Troy, and we're joined by 4 different student athletes: Louisa Kishton, Simone Bliss, Natalie Aston, and Hannah Korsland. Congratulations, everyone. National champions for 2019. Coach, let's start with you. Opening thoughts kind of on the match.
Well, first I'd like to thank the American Rivers Conference for hosting this fantastic weekend. I mean, the arena, it was such a fun place to play, and the NCAA and all of the committee members who made this happen. It was a great environment from day one, and so we want to thank them. Also want to congratulate Emory on a fantastic season. They're a really, really good team, and they just keep coming at you. Jenny's such a class act, and really enjoyed coaching on the opposite side of her. So that was really fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's get the hardware in there. All right.
That's
Nothing wrong with having that in there. Scoot over, make some room right there. All right. Well, let's kind of talk about the match a little bit. I mean, set 1 started off hot. I had a feeling, because it's been most of the weekend, a battle serve and pass. And I think serving was pretty tough there from your side. Started off pretty strong, 8-3 lead, I think. And then they battled back a little bit. Simone, kind of talk about that first set, and obviously maybe some jitters going into the first set of your national championship match. But how do you stay so level-headed and strong there?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Deep. Okay. I really just knew that each and every one of us had to step up tonight. We've faced some adversity throughout the tournament, but we've always been able to overcome it through leaning on each other. So there's tons of people on the team that I know that I can look to kind of calm me down when I'm a little nervous, and I know people look to me for the same thing. So just leaning on each other and knowing that your teammates have your back and are there to support you. I think that really helped us stay calm and composed throughout the match.
Yeah, I had to start with you too as well, because that big point there to win that first set, your little dig kill there you had at the end. I think that just showed your grit and your grind that your team has. So I'm sure that's one for the highlight reel that you won't forget. But set 2 rolls around,
Yep.
and it's definitely back and forth again. I think Emory shows that they just don't stop. They don't quit, but I think your team does the same thing. Louisa, talking about kind of this team and what they've been doing throughout your entire year. You dropped 8-9 sets now in total throughout the year. As I asked, I think in the first day, it's easy to get complacent when that happens. How do you keep yourselves motivated to keep pushing?
Like Simone kind of said, you can just trust everybody on the court. Like, it's so exciting. Who's going to get the next big swing? Whatever nerves we were feeling, it didn't matter. You just lean on your teammates. Like, I'm so excited to see Alani get a huge kill and then Simone get a huge kill, and just going back and forth. We have so many different threats. It's amazing. And then when it comes to the motivation, I think we all really want it. I mean, Emory clearly really wanted it too. It's something we all work so hard for, and it's really awesome to see it all come together.
Yeah, and it looked like they were really challenging you defensively as well. Both of you, especially on the outside, they were switching it up once in a while, going rotational. Then they, switch it up and go perimeter defense. They'd really challenge you, but it seemed like you just didn't get rattled, and you listened to each other, and it was fun to watch. Natalie, talk about what you've had for a weekend, but tonight 36 assists. You've really carried that offense and anchored it, and I definitely think walking away with a 361 offensive night for your team is nothing to hang your head about in the national championship game. You make it look easy. Why is it so easy for you? We'd like to know your secret.
The hitters make my job super easy. They're transitioning hard, wanting the ball, being super aggressive with their swings, hitting high hands, just finding every little seam. It was incredible the way that they moved the ball around, and it was easy for me.
Yeah, I think Hannah, last night, the night before, I know Simone had credited the middles because she says she can get those kills because you're up every time and you're giving them seams and things to work with. It's not easy, obviously, to do that. I think middle can be a really tough position. People underestimate it. When you're training and when you're doing this, you're doing it for this moment. Talk about your job and what you thought your role was tonight throughout the night.
Yeah, I think in the scout we talked about how it might not be the most offensive night for Lauren and I, and we recognize we really appreciate all the credit our outsides give for us, and Natalie does a great job of affirming, like, thank you for being up and keep being up, and I'm going to try to find you. And so we know that it's not about the stat line, and so I think that really helps, and I think we've also grown at it a lot through the season. We've definitely both been up a lot more in transition, which really helps open stuff up for those guys. And it's like Lulu and Simone said, it's really great. I'd love to see them just get kills and take big rips all the time too.
Yeah.
So whatever we can do to help.
Yeah, and you seniors, over 100 wins in your career. You've made the NCAA tournament every single year, and now capping it off with a national championship. That's, I'm sure, what you've thought of and dreamed of ever since you started playing volleyball. Talk about that and what that means to you.
I mean, I think more than one would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, obviously.
But I'll take, we're the only two seniors in the country that get to go out like this. And that's really special. I'm really proud of what Lulu and I have worked through. Getting a new coach our senior year was never easy, for sure. And I'm really grateful for the program and all the other years too, not just this year that we got the big trophy. I think it's done a lot for us, and I'm really just grateful for the experience.
How about you, Louisa? Looked like an all-tournament team member as well, and getting that national championship. Talk about it. What goes through your mind when you hear that national champion?
Yeah, like you said, gone to the NCAA tournament every year. Our freshman year was our first NCAA tournament win. So just seeing that growth, going from that first NCAA tournament win to national champions 2019 is absolutely insane, and it's such a credit to everything that everybody has done before us. The alums have been amazing, super supportive this year, and just in the past, helping everybody grow. I think we can all name at least just a bunch of alums that have had huge impacts on us. It's been an amazing career for me and Hannah, an amazing run. This doesn't feel real, but it's just so awesome.
Definitely takes a village, right? Over 100 wins in your career, and getting a national championship, cap it off. Coach, I mean, what can you say about this year, huh? How do you summarize that?
Surreal. To come in and, we knew everything was possible. We felt like we could be an Elite Eight program and get there. And then once we get there, it's just about working and grinding every single point. And that's just what we talked about every day. And, this team is absolutely one of the closest teams I've been a part of. And I've been a part of a couple of really good teams, and this was just with only 10. And the fact that we have players getting hurt and people step up, and they're just the constant support. And, you hear them talk about trust, and you hear them talking about, just enjoying each other's company. And that's really what this team has been about. And I think that has led to our success, ultimately to win this achievement. So, all the credit goes to them. They are just absolutely phenomenal. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
I was going to say, I got to give you a little credit, but, making that, but I understand. Do we have questions from anyone?
This question is for Coach. First off, how did Cedar Rapids do as a host city?
I thought it was fantastic. Not the easiest place to get to.
No.
But as far as being here, I mean, the people have just been so kind and so welcoming. We've enjoyed some pretty good restaurants as we've gone out a few times, and just the atmosphere in general. Playing in a big arena, there's not very many opportunities to do that in the D3 world. And so to have that environment, I think it's a memory they'll all remember and cherish.
Gotcha. Simone, Coach McDowell, before the quarterfinal round, said that even though they were the defending national championship, she felt that maybe your team had the target on its back because of your undefeated record. How did you – it's been 20 years since a team finished undefeated. Ironically, it was an Iowa team, Central College. How did you guys, with just a roster of 10, get through this season unscathed?
in some ways, it is a disadvantage to have only 10 because when someone goes out, it's a big deal. But because of that, we've learned to adjust and really become more all-around players, not just, locked into your position wherever you play defense or offense. And on the flip side of that, it's actually a huge advantage because we are so tight and, if you're having a bad day, like, there's no sub, like, it's you. You know what I mean? And because of that, there's, like I said, earlier, I think a day or two ago, like, there's no finger pointing on this team. Like, there's no point in pointing your finger at anybody because they're still going to be there, So you might as well just lift them up. So we really support each other. We have each other's backs, and that closeness and that trust, like everyone else has said, is the reason that we've been able to do like what we've done. We've just taken it one day at a time, like one set at a time, and given it our best every practice and every game. And we're extremely grateful that happened to culminate into where we are today.
Natalie, the Emory press conference, they specifically mentioned the difficulty of dealing with you as a 6'2" setter. You didn't play last year, is that correct?
No, I did not.
How much of a thrill is this to be back with the team and seeing an undefeated national championship season?
There are no words to describe how grateful I am for this opportunity to be back right now. And back with this group, especially. These people mean the world to me, and just no feeling like being on the court with them. So I'm super happy and proud of us, and yeah, this is an amazing season.
Anyone? No? Yeah. Go for it. It's your time.
Nobody said it yet. I just want to give a huge shout out to a couple people who aren't here. Lauren Anthony grinding through. She obviously kind of went down a little hard, and she just dug so deep and did awesome. Morgan Wu, we talked about it yesterday. She's pretty sick, but she just came in again, dug deep, performed so well back there, just grinded so hard. And I mean, yeah, you said something about being a crew of 10 people, and Hada, she grinded this whole season, injured at the beginning of the season, and just fought her way back to be with us. It was huge. Obviously, wasn't on the court tonight, but was just a huge presence for us in this whole season. Yeah, I just wanted to shout out those people because I don't think we mentioned that yet.
It's your chance, yeah.
I also wanted to shout out Rachel and Annalisa. They're ballers. I don't think that they get the credit that they deserve enough in our team, definitely, but from the outside, not so much. So many times they've stepped up, whenever they've been needed, and they always bring so much positivity and fire and, have our backs, and we would not be here without them. So
it's awesome. I think you're showing right there, how classy your group is. I think you're showing how tight you really are as you say that. And you've said it too, it takes a village. It's not just one person or anybody getting the glory. There was a lot of people involved, so congratulations to all of you. Final thoughts, Coach, before we depart?
I think
they summed it up best, huh?
Yeah, I think we should leave it on that.
All right, well, congratulations, ladies. National champions of the 2019 Division III Championship, Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see some of you back next year.